I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
Riddler, tell me everything.
Screw you!
Let's try that again.
Okay, I'll talk.
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective. Ha! From Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective. A dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters. Stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water, like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. Look at you, Detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. You know, Detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, Detective. I have no doubt. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friends? wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Struggling, detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. This is why my projections were off. I failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, detective. I will recalculate post-haste. Detective, or those blades will open up the car like a tin can. You being the expired hunk of stale meat inside. You are barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out. Riddle, an unfair death trap, really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Ready to die, my dear?
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key, well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
I have always been the smartest man in the room, detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities, marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Selina's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
It's Batman! He's got a friggin' tank! Get us out of here!
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
The gap in the wall? I could reach it with a pounce.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls? Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good. That pain is what stupidity feels like.
Oh, Eddie, you're going to feel very, very stupid when I catch up with you.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Nearly there, Selina.
Oh, what a shot.
Done on this side.
For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
Be my guest.
Just about earned it.
When I get out of here, I'm sticking this collar around Eddie's neck.
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up, but just... okay?
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable.
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking.
Recruit anyone else to your cause, and they will suffer the same fate. You are alone, Batman, and I will teach you to accept it.
Serpent down!
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph, so I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course, a symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Tudoberg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. Behold your doom! What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely! I've got the equations right here! I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck! Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Farewell, Dark Knight. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Mechanism. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. You're going backwards, Dark Knight. Is this a valiant attempt at a joke? Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. You are defeated. Too slow, Dark Knight. Too slow.
Too slow.
Feel that, Detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Please, Dark Knight, try and take these trials seriously. Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Ha! You failed! Your idiocy never ceases to... Well, actually, no. I have come to expect it. Actually, no. Here to try again, Dark Knight? Because the timer won't start until you situate yourself at the start of the track. Let's try that last lap again. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Goodbye. Stop dying! Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. You did it. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there. And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Photographic memory, Detective, because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, Detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never...
This is it. One last hoop to jump through, then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. Almost there, Batman. But you haven't quite made my mark. Heavens above! Will you ever figure it out? Ever. Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid 15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
Oh, good. He doesn't want us to go in. Guess I'll be heading home then, Eddie?
There'll be a way in. We need to stop some of the cubes from moving when I fire the charge.
I'm guessing that'd be my job.
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Selina, watch out! Get ready!
Damn him! How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings.
You will not win this!
It's still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
Done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself. Would you do the honors? You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for? So is it just central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
Cheater! You fraud! You chancing, fumbling amateur! Look what you have reduced me to, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down when confronted with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I designed the suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses. So please understand, Dark Knight, that this is an intellectual victory above all.
Bring it down!
Can't think and hit at the same time.
Watch yourself! About time!
Well, color me triumphant. Riddle me this. I'll subtract you from this equation.
Why, thank you.
You think me outwitted? Prepare to be outbeaten! Enough! This is beneath me. You are beneath me. You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl. Fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.
Man, this pollen's gonna play havoc with my sinuses.
I offered her your defeat and Gotham purged of humanity. You offered her death instead.
What's Scarecrow up to? Just kill the bat! All these schemes make my head hurt. So what, we gotta listen to Scarecrow lecture us all night?
Well, a quarter of my riddles solved. But at what cost? This is a war of attrition, Detective. I'm burning through your brain cells like so much cheap kindling, and I'm warming my hands on the blaze. Burning your brain cells.
You know what, Scarecrow? I mean, this Arkham Knight guy and his giant freaking army. I'm getting out of town.
Control, Falcon 5. Riot in progress. Kingston District.
Have you heard about this crazy preacher guy? Riddler's gonna regret going after Catwoman. She's more into that whole vengeance thing than the Bat. Be nice if Scarecrow got one of those freaking billboards and apologized for gassing us. I wondered how long it'd take for Dent to show his faces. Good thing we got off the street in time before that crap was released.
on, Detective.
Come on.
We both know you have more important things to do than save a rioting recidivist with a bomb in his brain. More important. You're just sparing him a sudden violent death to spite me, aren't you? Me.
I need to use the remote batarang to scan the nearby crowd for Riddler's victim.
Per your request, I've created a series of diagnostic...
I can't leave Nick at large. I'll find his trophies and put him behind bars. There he is.
Stop saving them, Batman! They don't deserve it!
Scarecrow on those billboards. I'm kinda hoping for a power outage. I nearly got hit by Batman's tank earlier. This place is gonna have more plant life than a nature reserve. We'll be the endangered species. Two-Face's hidden banks? Smart.
Think it's safe being out here again? Okay, we'll join a couple of riots, but I can't be out all...